Hi, it's me, Ingrid INFP, and I'm back with Crochet Poetry Corner. I'm getting to the end of my scarf now. It's getting really long, and I'm going to be talking about a poem that was recommended to me by Supercat called I Am by Clare. I recorded this video a few times actually, so now I've gotten really far into my scarf, so now I'm almost finished with it. The reason why was because I went a little bit too deep into the psychiatric system and why I hate it. So I'll try to keep it a little bit more brief in this video, because I don't want to make you guys sad, you know. I want this video to be a positive kind of relaxing experience rather than me getting angry about, well, how things are. Because there is a lot of anger in me about that specific topic, but it's probably a topic for another day. And I cannot do the crocheting at the same time as I'm reading, so I'm going to just crochet a tiny bit more. I want to thank you guys who have been watching these videos and who apparently like this format. I mean, I'll have to find a new thing once I'm done with this scarf. I'll have to figure out some other crochet project. I don't have any on the way, but I'll figure something out. I do want to point out my new socks. That's why I have them put here. They're avocado socks and they're fuzzy. And so I haven't used them yet, but I feel like fuzzy socks is a very INFP thing. I recommend that people go and watch older INFP insights because the whole thing about her channel is that she talks about her socks. So let's read the poem. I am, yet what I am, none cares or knows. My friends forsake me like a memory lost. I am the self-consumer of my woes. They rise and vanish in oblivious host, like shadows in love's frenzied, stifled throes. And yet I am, and live, like vapours tossed into the nothingness of scorn and noise, into the living sea of waking dreams, where there is neither sense of life or joys, but the vast shipwreck of my life's esteems. Even the dearest that I love the best are strange, nay rather stranger than the rest. I long for scenes where man hath never trod, a place where woman never smiled or wept, there to abide with my Creator, God, and sleep as I in childhood sweetly slept, untroubling and untroubled where I lie, the grass below, above the vaulted sky. By Clare. So he wrote this poem while he was in a mental, like in an asylum. And a lot of people at that time would be creative in an asylum. I'm thinking of like Van Gogh. He was at his most productive when he was being treated in an asylum. And so, like, them getting treatment was good because it actually helped them be more creative. But it is sad that he's locked in this place. And the people who come to visit him, like his dearest that he talks about, his family, his friends, they only see him as a memory. They don't see him as a person anymore because he's been locked away for so long. And also, like, he has to remind himself that he exists, that he has humanity. I don't know what the conditions were at the asylum that he lived at. I hope that it was safe, but often those places were, the people were mistreated. And I don't think it was a very safe place for people to be. They didn't have medications, and they had pretty backwards ideas of like how to take care of these people that were locked in there. So I'm guessing it wasn't too good, but I'm not sure. I won't get more into that, but I'm glad that he found a way to like exert his sense of identity while being in that place. He did have a period apparently where he thought that he was Shakespeare. He believed he was Shakespeare. He must have had some kind of psychosis. And the fact that he could use his lucid moments to write this poem is very nice. It's sad to think, but I mean, his last stanza about meeting his creator, it kind of feels like he'd rather be there with God in heaven, so that he doesn't need to deal with being nothing like he is in real life. He'd rather be apart from the world of humans, and he talks about the place where humans have never trod, you know, like the infinite realm of being with God. So I don't believe in God. I do kind of wish I believed in heaven. It would be kind of nice, but I really don't. But I'm glad that he could find some comfort in the fact that he'd get to heaven. I mean, I don't want to get into all of the problems with attitudes towards mental health, but I'm guessing it wasn't great at that time, especially if they were religious. Religious people tend to not view mental health as like, or mental illness is like a real thing, at least from my experience. I'm not trying to put down anybody, and I know that there are people who are both religious and interested in helping mentally ill people, but some people are really kind of stupid about it, to be honest. And people who are atheists can also be stupid about mental illness, but yeah. I do hope that things have changed a little bit since the writing of this poem. Let's see. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say about this poem. It did kind of hit me, considering my own story with mental illness and my own difficult story with like clicking with different therapists. I think the INFPs have a little bit of a hard time like reacting the way that you're supposed to in therapy, and we keep getting into misunderstandings. I think I think Bufo Pergolanes has made a video about therapy, and I agree with what she says. Like therapy, it's difficult for INFPs to go through that. Most of us need it, unfortunately, but it's not easy to have access to it, and when you do have access to it, it's not like the solution to everything. But I do recommend getting it. I mean, therapy is great. It's kind of my duty to tell you guys that. But really, it is good. Once you find a good therapist. I mean, yeah. I do not want to go into the psych ward if I can help it. I mean, I've worked in those places and I don't want to be there. I've also met, I've been there as a friend for 2 different friends. And it's not, those places just creep me out. It puts me on edge to have people around who are, you know, unpredictable. And that, well, you know, like I can be unpredictable, but I don't like when other people are unpredictable. Because it scares me. I jump. I'm the sort of person, like, I'll jump at the slightest noise. Like, people might think that I've been traumatized because it's like, I really jump at the slightest noise. Somebody will knock on my door, like, and I'll jump out of my skin pretty much. So, yeah. Anyway, that was against the point. I told myself I wouldn't talk about this, but okay. Anyway, so here we are with my yarn. Do you guys have any tips on poems to do? I still have a recommendation from Carm. I have also all of the recorded videos from my French poetry book, which I will be posting soon. And yeah, I have also some other ideas for videos, but I'm not there yet. I've been thinking, and I'll get to them when I can. It's hard to get sunlight at this point in time because it's autumn, so we will see. Okay, guys, have a great day.